Will the Z move work? Challenging the Grand Trial. That is the title for Pokemon Sun and Moon the anime, episode 10. So this episode starts off just like all of the episodes have been starting off, except for the first two, the beginning ones, the hour special. So we're introduced to the character who will be relevant in this episode. This time it was Old Man Hala. Old Man Hala! Alright, let me stop. So Hala starts off this episode with a little quiz, a little mini game right before the show starts, and he says, "What Z Crystal do you get after beating my Grand Trial?" And for us who have played the game, we know Hala, fighting types, Fightinium Z, so we know that's the answer. But if you've seen the show already, you've seen the episode, you're watching this review, you know that wasn't the case at the end of this episode, but we'll get there later. So right before the battle begins, because yes, the battle happens, and oh my god, can't wait to tell you about that, but right before that, they're at Old Man Hala's house, I believe. I actually had to play the game a bit to see where they were at, but I think they were actually at where the temple where Tapu Koko is praised. So they were praying, you know, Ash was like, praying, "I hope you watch over this battle, yada, yada." And Old Man Hala was like, "Come on, I'm going to wreck this little boy." So now, finally, onto the battle. Now I have to say that this episode truly delivered. The animation, the music, just the way the battle flowed, it was... oh my goodness, it was so good. Round 1, we have Rowlet versus Crabrawler. Now that first battle was actually pretty quick. You know, Rowlet is pretty quick and the strong little legs, but Crabrawler was putting in that work. Starting off with the power-up punch, or probably his different move. He used Bubble Beam as well during the battle, you know, and the animation, it was beginning to pick up, and I was like, wow, look at this. And Rowlet, being the little sneak that he is, using the leafage and then going behind Crabrawler and wrecking him with the ownage of peck, peck, peck. That was pretty good. I like that. When he turned like yellow, he turned like an orange type color when he was using peck, and it wrecked Crabrawler. So at the end of the first round, Rowlet owned Crabrawler. However, right after winning, Rowlet falls asleep. Huh? What was that? Of course, man. I just saw the episode. What are you talking about? Correction. He fell asleep while flying. That's right. Apparently, Rowlet can sleep fly. That's actually a pretty neat thing. I mean, wow, you have to have your senses in tune, and my goodness, I don't even know how to explain that one. Like, falling asleep where your body, only your brain is working, but also your body is responding, and I guess it's similar to sleepwalking, so it's not that wow, but I mean, seeing that, it's like so weird. Like, you're flying and you're sleeping? What's going on? But it was pretty messed up of Rowlet to do that on Ash. Like, come on. Ash was owning him. He could have been used against Hariyama, who is the next Pokemon coming up. But yeah, sleep flying. Only Rowlet. And I just wanted to add this real quick for all those who have played Gold, Silver, Crystal. Remember when you would put the legendary dogs to sleep and they would still run away? Tell me this didn't remind you of that. Tell me this episode didn't remind you of that a bit, because was I the only one that thought that? I'm like, wait a second. This reminds me of when the legendary dogs would run away from you even though they were sleeping. So since Rowlet fell asleep, Ash was left with no choice but to choose Pikachu. I mean, not calling Pikachu a weakling or anything, but you know, Rowlet could have at least been used to the full extent, so that falling asleep was counted as a feint. So right off the bat, the battle begins with Pikachu getting owned by Hariyama. That Hariyama is strong, and right there I begin to think to myself like, wow, Ash only has 2 Pokemon, and I'm assuming Hala is only going to battle with 2 Pokemon, but that Hariyama is already way too strong. Is Ash going to lose this already? I'm like, ah, man, like, he needs to go catch more Pokemon. He needs some powerhouses in his team already, you know? Gotta start this stuff right. Gotta start this island challenges right. You know what I mean? So again, let's take a moment to actually analyze the animation that was in this episode. I said I really loved it. So there was a part where Pikachu is being barraged by the arm thrust because, you know, Hariyama dished out like 50 of that on him and Pikachu was getting wrecked. So then Ash finally said like, alright, now, use Quick Attack to get behind them. Got behind them, was in the air, did a little 360 spin, Thunderbolt, and the way it was handled with the animation, it was so fluid. It's like, it fit perfectly. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of this. I hope we see a lot more of this later on in future episodes because this is quality. This is actually pretty good animation. So yeah, I know the move itself wasn't that extravagant. It's a typical Pikachu battle style. You know, he's always quick on his feet and doing all these cool tricks in the air and doing attacks like Quick Attack, Iron Tail, Thunderbolt, you know? But it was the way it was done in this animation that really wowed me. I'm like, come on. That was pretty good. I can't be the only one who was actually liked that animation. So right after that, Hala decides it's time to bring the big guns out. And by the big guns out, he means the pummeling, the all-out pummeling attack. Basically his Z move. I just forgot what his attack is called, but all-out pummeling. It's all-out pummeling, right? Yeah, so it is all-out pummeling. I'm not going crazy tonight. Now, once again, the animation was on point. The Z move execution was, oh my god. Man, alright, I'm just fangasming over here, okay? You know, I like Pokemon, so of course, I'm gonna have my biased opinions, but of course, if you have your different opinion, you can say so. I'm not gonna stop you, but I just have to voice out my own, alright? So, to my surprise, Pikachu survives getting hit by all-out pummeling. He managed to dodge almost all of it except for one, you know, the dramatic one that hits Pikachu, and he manages to get back up, and I was like, really? Pikachu got up from that? Man, what's he gonna do next? Guess what he did next? Oh man, you guys are probably cringing so bad right now. I'm sorry. I can't help it. The Z moves they're pretty cool. Yes, Ash dishes out his Breakneck Blitz, which is the normal type Z move. He uses it on Pikachu with a Quick Attack, and that wrecks Hariyama. Hariyama stood no chance against that. And I mean, he was already damaged by a few of his quick attacks at the beginning, and that big Thunderbolt shot that he took before he dished out all-out pummeling. So, it was a clear victory for Pikachu right there. And thus ends round 2, and Ash wins! Ash beats Old Man Hala! Alright, I said I'd stop. So Ash beats Hala, and he was going to be rewarded. Here it is. He was going to be rewarded the Fightium Z, and he's like, here you go, Ash. This is Fightium Z. Ah, yes! A Z crystal, and right in, like a ninja, comes in Tapu Koko, or like they're saying in the Japanese, Kapu Kokeko. Tapu Koko just robbed Old Man Hala of the Fightinium Z and replaced it with an Electrium Z. So I'm like, so what's gonna happen? And I'll say more about this in the end, maybe later. But I'm just there thinking, I'm like, what the heck? Tapu Koko, what are you doing? Just can't he have both? Well, why are you being so selfish? Just like, no, take mine. Get out of there. So yeah, we didn't actually see all the actions of Tapu Koko. He was probably seen like for a millisecond or something. He was barely there, but you know, he swooshed in, took it, and gave Ash the Electrium Z. So he's like, well, I guess Tapu Koko wants you to have this and not my shitty Fightinium Z. So here you go, Ash. And it's like, yeah, the Z Crystal, you know, his pose. Because they have to replace the gym badge pose with something else. And of course, it happened in the game too, so it was expected. And so the episode ends with Ash and company, you know, his classmates, the Kiawe, Lily, and all of them people having fun, eating food, and celebrating his victory. So yeah, that's what I was talking about, that, you know, at the beginning of the quiz, they changed it up. It's like, yeah, once you beat my grand trial, you get Fightinium Z. However, Ash did not get Fightinium Z because Tapu Koko decided to give him something else. And right there at the end, he has his big, like, jar, a big cup, a big mug. And there was Fightinium Z. And he's like, oh, Tapu Koko, what are you doing? Stop messing with us. He doesn't say it, but you can see it in his expression. He's like, I'm gonna go crazy. One of these days, I'm gonna die because of Tapu Koko. He's just pulling all these, crazy moves over here. But yeah, overall, this episode did deliver. Like, I was not disappointed. I came home from work, turned on my laptop, I had to see this episode, and I said to myself, it's Thursday night, I'm really tired, been working all week, but I still need to do a video tonight. Oh man, I didn't intend for this video to be that long, but you know, I just like to talk so much, and I'm getting hot in this sweater, I should probably take it off soon, but you know, just had to get this video out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe, you know, it tells me that you guys are looking forward to my content. If you enjoyed this video and, you know, you want to see more, give this video a thumbs up, you know, because it shows that you're actually liking what I'm doing. And, you know, hey, if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you like the game, give it a thumbs up. If you like Pokemon in general, hey, give this video a thumbs up. If you give this video a thumbs down, I will hunt you down. I know people. I know Pokemon. And yeah, I look forward to doing a lot more of this. I really do. Not being sarcastic there. Totally not being sarcastic there. Because why would I be? I love Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon. And look forward to my other videos coming right up. Just gotta get things ready over here and stuff like that, And why are you still watching? Come on, click away now. Go watch some of my other videos or something. They'll probably be right there, right there. Heck, they probably will. And subscribe to me. It'll probably be around here. It looks like I'm massaging something. Let me stop there.